Hi, in this video I'm going to be going over what's new in MayaStar 6.2. Okay, so in MayaStar 6.2 the changes that you'll see is if you click on the MayaStar menu, at the very top you'll see MayaStar Dev Kit. We've actually just released two female bodies. They're actually free to use for MayaStar residents, so people in Second Life can get some nice mesh bodies for free. And the bodies are actually designed to try to help you get to get more people into your stores. And because they're going to be free, hopefully it'll make it well worth your while to make clothes for, because there's going to be a ton of people who will have the bodies. And the whole philosophy behind the bodies is to try to help you, the content creator, make things easier to make clothes for and to get people into your store. Okay, so I'm going to tear off the dev kit, and anybody who buys MayaStar 6, or who has MayaStar will be able to update to MayaStar 6.2, and they will have the dev kits built right into MayaStar. Okay, so I'm going to start off with these are the two avatars. Curvy is more curvy than the athletic, so I'm going to do the female athletic. Okay, here's the female athletic, and I used the default bone locations and the default appearance sliders, the neutral sliders, so that when I designed the body, so that it would have the best variety of being able to make different shapes. And yeah, the bone ratios, length ratios and stuff to each other are not that great, the default bone positions. So that, and I had to do things such as this bump right here is necessary. Otherwise, if that wasn't there, when the arms go down, what would happen is this area of the arm would collapse of the shoulder, and you'd get this real distortion, real rounded off shoulder that would cut down like this instead of coming out farther than going down. So there's always compromises that you have to make. Everything about this avatar is to try to make it easier for you to rig to, such as the avatar you see in here is the avatar that is in Second Life. The same vertex positions, same edge loops, same weights, everything. So it makes it as easy as possible. And I try to strike a balance between high enough poly where everything looks nice and smooth, but not so high where it's going to cause lag, or actually higher poly stuff is actually sometimes more difficult to rig to than lower polys. And so I try to strike a balance. And so this body is only 11,000 triangles compared to a lot of the other major most popular bodies, which are ridiculously high. At some of them are over 100,000 triangles, which just contributes to lag and is just a complete waste. And so yeah, so you have the body. We also have an auto bake system where you click on that, and what this does allow is after you make your mesh clothing and the avatar in Maya is wearing the clothing, you can use this to generate an alpha mask for your clothes automatically. And we even have it to where you can paint on the avatar itself and clean up the auto bake so that you can completely control where where the avatar is going to be visible and invisible, and we try to make it as easy as possible. So we have the auto bake, and there will be a video out showing exactly how to use this. And then we have a copy paste normal tool that we added. So say you had a clothing line where you had a top, but that you wanted to offer it in different sleeve lengths, you know, for short sleeve or long sleeve, or you wanted to add puffy sleeves to it. And this will allow you to copy normals from one mesh and paste it onto another mesh, one normal at a time. And so that when the meshes are worn together and those vertices that are in the same position that have the same weights on, it'll look absolutely seamless. And so that's a new tool. We also have this MD stands for Marvelous Designer Avatar Prep. You click that, and that puts the avatar in the position that you need to have it for Marvelous Designer, so that you can take this avatar. Like right now, if I do this avatar, she's in the T pose, and you do Export MD Avatar, and you go, I usually have these set to off, and these are on, and I'm just going to rewrite over this one, Demo T pose. And what it does is it selects everything in a certain order: the head, the hands, the feet, and the body, so that when you make your OBJs, they'll all be in the same vertex order, so that you can have multiple, you can export out multiple OBJs, so that in Marvelous Designer you can switch between poses. So how do you do a pose is you just select a bone. Here, so you just select a bone, and you can rotate it. Now I would highly recommend you rotate it in the channel box, so let's go like -45. Okay, and then we'll select that bone and go 45. Okay, and then say we want to do your average T pose. Let's go 5 instead of 10. But you can choose, and -5. Okay, so now we have another pose, and all you have to do is click Export Avatar, and we'll do this one, even though the legs were, well, we'll say the legs are at 5, not 15. And now we've just exported that out. And so now you can bring those into Marvelous Designer, and you can switch between those two poses. So that really helps. So if, you can also do custom shapes if you really want to. You can do custom shapes of the body by changing the appearance sliders. If you really wanted to, say, design clothes for really large breasts, but you just make sure that when you're going to be rigging it, that you rig it to the same slider settings as you made the original OBJ. So you would move the sliders to the same positions that you made your clothes for when you exported out the OBJ for the body, and then you would just go to Skin Cluster, Create Bind Pose, and that creates, then you can rig to those custom slider settings, and then it will work when you wear the clothing in Second Life to those same slider settings, but only to those same slider settings. So we definitely recommend that you just make Marvelous Designer clothes to the default shape that is, or the neutral shape that comes when you activate the avatar. Okay, so if you need to get this back, it's real easy. You can just put this to, you select group 1, and you change this back to 0, and you can change these back to 1, and now it's back to normal. And you can ungroup it if you really wanted to. So that's those are those new tools. We have one more new addition. If you go to MayaStar and you go to the Appearance Editor, we have Import Shape. So if I want to import my shape from Second Life, there's the current shape that I'm wearing in Second Life. So let's go over to Second Life. Let's put her back into the T pose. So we can go to Animations and Poses, T pose. Okay, so now she's in the T pose in Maya, and here's the same exact pose, same exact slider settings in Second Life. The reason the body looks quite a bit different is that the camera attributes, the type of lens the computer camera or this program is using, Maya is using, changes the depth of field kind of thing. So it changes things. So what you see in here, it is exactly the same. Whoops. As you get in here, it just looks considerably different because of the way Second Life renders things. And plus this has a much better skin on her. And she has hair. And she actually has eyeballs. And so we left the eyeballs out simply because we're trying to make this as small a file as possible so it doesn't slow down your computer. But it has all the same animations and everything as the regular. So if we go to like female walk, it's all the same animations that you're used to for rigging. So, okay. So if you don't know how to export out your shape, I believe you have to turn on the developer menu. And I think you have to, is there another menu that you have to open up the advanced menu? I'm not sure, I can't remember. But you open the developer menu and then you go developer, avatar, character tests, appearance to XML. Although I do believe if you right mouse click and go I don't think it's added shape. I don't think you can import a shape, an XML shape, but sometimes you can. I think you can actually export out your shape. But it's because I'm wearing an avatar. There you go. More. Same as. Oh, I thought you could export out your shape from here. Edit shape. I thought you could be able to export out your shape. I'm not sure. I thought there was one in Firestorm where you can do it other than having to go through the developer. I thought there was one. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. But anyway, that's how you can export out your XML shape, and you can import your XML shape into there. So those are the new things that are in MayaStar 6.2. Oh, and while we're here, okay, so the other things that we're doing. So here, let me get this out of the way. Just move it out of here. Okay, so here is the HUD for MayaStar. And like I said, this body is free in Second Life for any resident to get and use. And we've developed this body to, like I said, to try to help to get you to get more sales. And so how do we get people? So we want to get people into your stores. So there's several different ways you can do that. You can enter the contests. We haven't started a contest yet, but you can enter a contest in one of the 6 categories of, so you make something that goes for that category. So like this is casual wear, and there will be a photo of somebody's entry here. And then they can click on these and vote for their favorite. And then eventually we're going to be only distributing the body through the winning categories stores. And so people will teleport to get the body, or to turn their body back to normal color if it had turned green, because they get to use it for 30 days and then it turns green. But they can go into any of these locations and click the reset button on the vendor to reset the 30-day clock back to 0, or back to 30, so that they have another 30 days before it turns green, which gets people coming into these stores all the time. And so that increases the traffic to the winner stores. But say you didn't win, there's other ways you can get people coming to your stores. You can do an event, as long as it's MayaStar avatar related, or you can give a freebie away. And we have 2 different types of freebies that you can give away. You can give a freebie away to anyone, whether or not they have a MayaStar membership or not. And a MayaStar membership, if you were reading up here, if they buy a MayaStar membership subscription, it keeps their body from turning green, but they also get to go into the winners stores and get the winning items for free. So they would have to visit 6 different locations to get all the winning items of the contest. But they get to go in there and get those free. and then they get to also come in here. And those that are for members only, there'll be an image of a freebie item. They click on it, they tell it, which will teleport them to the store, get the free item, the item for free, and then while they're there, hopefully they'll see something they like in your store and buy it. Or you can offer a red dress for free, or a black dress for free, and then right next to it you have a red dress that isn't for free. So they come in to get the black dress for free, and then they see the red dress and they're like, oh, I want that too. And that's how you get sales. Now that's for members only, but these are for everyone. Doesn't matter if they have a subscription or not. These can be in there for free for 2 weeks. These can be in here for free for 4 weeks. So, and then hopefully we'll have page after page of free items. And so this is another way you can get people to come into your store. And like I said, we're trying to make it fun for everybody so that anybody can vote for their favorite in each category and hope that their favorite wins. And if they're a MayaStar member, they get to then go in and get the winning item for free, giving you the opportunity. Again, if the winning item was a little red dress or a little black dress that you had made, you put a little red dress right next to it for sale. You know, so that's how you get people to come into your store. And of course we have an appearance section to hide different parts of the body. If you want to know more about these, anything in here, there's always these little question marks. You click on them and then you go to the page, go to a video and watch a video on that particular page. So and you know, we have shine control, we have pores, we have skin tint, which also is you can adjust the alpha mask. So we have some really good basic controls of there. So awesome. So that's just sort of what's new in MayaStar 6.2, and I hope you know that you all who have MayaStar already will go and get the update and get the avatar body and start to make clothes, and then hopefully enter the contest or decide to give freebies away, and hopefully that will help you get a lot more sales. So awesome. So have a great day, and thank you very much.